We're going to. We're live. We're streaming. We're streaming, as they say. We're streaming it. Hello, and I'm going to watch my live reactions for the. I don't know if I can actually broadcast it. You know, you have to be live in America, basically. You have to have a license for absolutely everything. So I don't know exactly, but the show isn't there. I don't think I can actually show you via. I don't think it's legal. I think you have to pay a license. If I remember. Let me see. Yes, you strictly need a commercial license if you show any live match footage, official graphics, or stadium item in your reaction stream. So if I stream it on my TV, I'll literally get banned for it because of copyrights. It's crazy. Yeah, I need permission from FIFA and NRK. Okay, so I cannot broadcast or show you any audio whatsoever. So you just have to see my face while I watch it, and I have the audio cut from my desktop. What? Warning? Okay. I thought I was literally getting banned, so we're just going to play some DBD in the background while I hear about it. Well, I can probably stream it on the I can probably watch it on my phone. I don't need to watch it on TV. But this is a very important. I need the Norwegian flags and everything like that, so I'll actually show the audience I'm Norwegian. But essentially, I can't show you any footage whatsoever. That's just how it goes. It's copyright. I'll literally get copyright to death. In Europe, copyright is extremely strict. Unless you're a TV presenter or work for a company that does the copyright laws and the analysts for you before any broadcast, you're basically screwed. You can't do anything. So, you know, being independent is really hard and difficult because you have to do all the research yourself. So I cannot show you any of it. It would have been cool, but I'll just show you my face while it's happening in real time, but I can't show you anything from the footage. Just imagine if there was copyright for you having a photo shoot with your own guitar. You had to ask for vendor's permission for you to even have the guitar photographed with you, or even like it's actually that bad. Oh, do you have a license to be photographed with your instrument? Too bad, you know. You know, it feels like that. Speed is a mega streamer, which means that he has like people that does shit for him, and you know, and essentially he has so much people that has like he basically has like a bunch of editors and people that like do everything before the stream is already being streamed. So now we have Denmark, but that was not supposed to happen. Copyright free flags, everybody. You need a, and then we need England, which is smile on the way to stop copyright. Made on there we go. There we go. So it's going to be streamed in an hour. And with the comment I saw like Farage, like it just popped in my recommended, so I was searching for it. But yeah, it's live in about a half an hour, so yeah. But we can stream some video games before it happens. Oh, you listed negative XP? Are you some kind of weirdo? I think negative P is cool. He's a very talented artist. He has more talent than me. At least to get his stuff actually published. Imagine all the artists that never got their stuff published but had immense talent. That is actually one of the thoughts that keep lingering in my head and keeps like, you know, it horrifies me still to this day. Like the artists that never made it, or the artists that literally never got recognition for what they were doing. Life goes on and on and on and on and on. My Blackstar is actually a really good recording amp. It's not too loud to annoy people, but it's actually really nice. Yeah. Like, bung, 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 bung. I used to be, so, Blackstar amplification, the I started out with a really tiny one of these, but you should never buy them unless you're not like, buy one of the Beam mini compacts or the ID Core 10 V4s. Those can actually probably will work, but with a drummer it would play too loud. But get yourself like a Club 40 or like an Artist 30. Those are the only ones that actually can be repaired by Blackstar. They have like a notorious thing where with Blackstar, they are notoriously known for basically, they're known for being, the problem is that you can't actually get them repaired. So unless there is like a stall amp head, or if it's like an Artist 30 or, you know, a HT Club 40, they can actually probably be repaired. But if you try to find any way with the solid state amps and you smell burnt, you might as well throw it away. Marshalls and Fenders are like the classic boomer pedals, boomer amps, because they simply are able to be repaired at like almost, they can almost be submerged in like a Florida flood and still be repaired. But with Blackstar, literally they're probably made in China or whatever, and you cannot get them repaired. They just don't show, there is no actual repair manuals or whatever. That's like their big reputation. A gear for music. Yeah. I always wanted to have a gear for music amplifier and stuff, just to be like a super alternative. That's actually one of the few amps that I allowed in. But I really wanted like that. So with Blackstar amps, they're really a really nice, just grab and go type situation amplifier in the studio. You can get that crunch, you can get that bright, warm electric sound, clean tones, and you can get a very nice overdrive. And with just a turn of a wheel, you can get basically 3-4 EQs, you know, turned into one. And I love it, you know, there's so much variations with, you know, the tone, and it exactly matches my style of playing and what I like in it. So my Blackstar is one of my favorite amps. I really wish I could have, you know, my own signature model or whatever. But I really want a bigger, an ID Core 150 or something like that, you know, re-released. I want like a bigger ID Core. Because I have a Stereo 40, but I really wish I had a bigger amp. And I had a Fender. I had a Fender Vibration XT. They're amazing until they break, and it broke after I, you know, used it daily for like, it's 5 watts. It's very safe. It's not, it can't get that super loud. And I used the Fender Rumble 100. This one is very loud. It's, you need 100-watt amplifiers to deal with these like acoustic drums, but this one is actually one of the drums that I used. No, this was actually one of the bass cabinets that I used. I don't know, like, do I have brain damage or something? Because I literally can't talk normally. Like even mixing words and stuff. But this is, I use it as a guitar amp sometimes because it's literally a 100-watt guitar amp. So, you know, it's a really nice guitar amp and a bass amp. So that was one of the first amps that I ever used, and a Piggy by Prince amplifier. I had one of these, and they're just terrible amps. They are vintage garbage, but you know, it's a shame that, you know, this is like what could have been type amplifiers. This is sort of the amps you never see in existence because they're just that fucking rare. You don't see them anymore. Pig nose is not the same thing, but yeah. I wish they would have made bigger amplifiers and stuff, because I really wish that Piggy would have made something. Because this was like their biggest amplifier back then. Like a huge what could have been type moment. They're from Japan, I think. And I had a I used orange. I used a CR60C Crush Pro, and it's one of my favorite guitar amps. This was because one of my friend Mike had one of these. He had like a Metal Zone, a Terra Echo, free band equalizer, and either a delay or a tuner pedal. But he was like super into this, so I bought one for like under half the price actually, and I've been using it a lot with gigging with my brother and stuff, and just recording. It actually is a very, very good amp, and one that I really want to be photographed with. Surprisingly, a lot of artists now just use orange amps. A lot of artists use them. Like Gen Zers love orange for some reason. But I really wish I could like actually be like sponsored by them, because like professional gamers literally get sponsored by you know, retailers to get them graphics cards, but you barely can get like a sponsorship with a music company, because like there is no money in music anymore unless you're a rich kid with like rich parents that like you pay yourself into getting into the music industry. And it's simply like that. I have like, it's really cool, it's like has an FX loop on it. I think Morgan shifted, because there's a Morgan amplification. I would like to own one of these luxury type brands, but also one of the, this was like what I started with. I wish they would have made anything better, but I would have liked to have own one of these amps. Because these are like Norwegian, you know, they're average China amp. I see these everywhere. You know, the average Chinese amp. This was like the shitty amps back in the 2010, like beginner artists used to have, but like most people have skipped over these amps because they realize these are the type of amps you buy to your kids to make them quit music as soon as possible so they can become a lawyer. Not even a joke. Not even a joke. Which is fair, I guess. I would like to own a Fender amp, you know, just like not one of those stupid twin reverbs that makes you permanently deaf in less than 2 gigs, but like an actual, you know, a decent Fender amp that is, you know, because I'm going like strong with the first 3 amp brands, which is Morgan, Orange, and Black Star. That's basically it. I don't want to step outside my comfort zone from that. I can probably go for like a Vox amp. But my dad already has a Vox amp. They're terribly, insanely, god-awfully loud. They're so fucking loud. Even, like, they makes the drummer pissed off when they crank it at 3. That's how loud they are. I really wish they would have made something more quiet, more bedroom type, and then you can, like, put a switch on and then you can lit an alternator, basically. And, because these are made for, like, actual stadiums. That's how fucking loud they are. Jesus Christ, they're bright and loud. But I would love to own a Vox, but they're literally like the boomer dad with the Gibson type amplifier. I would love to own one of these in like bright white or whatever, and you know, or I have a Vox at home, so I guess they're fine. I just wish I had one that is safe for studio. That doesn't make you deaf instantly, but you know, you have a switch for like stadiums and a switch for bedroom. If they could have made that, I think they would have massively improved for Gen C guitarists, because there's a reason why they avoid them. And I think I have a YouTube post where I talked about my specific amp brands. What, you seeing my this is my For You page, curated, by the way. You can now you can judge me for so much, you know. And so I just like to take photo shoots, honestly. I want to capture my youth as much as possible, because if you fuck up and like do nothing with your life, you don't have any photos, you just like it's just an empty blank space. I don't want to be that guy, so I just want to keep moving onwards and just go and push onwards. I also wanted the Acoustasonic. I'm looking into those, but take as much photos as we can, take as much videos as we can when you're young, because that's your time to have fun. You can probably, you know, calm down in your 40s and 30s, but most people, you know, start then. It's crazy. Yeah. But there we go. We have you know, Behringer amps. Behringer has kind of decided to like retire a little bit. They still make these like big sort of audio expert, you know, type guitar things, but they have like kind of stopped making big amps. They never really took off, but I would love to play on a Behringer like bass amp, or you know, love to play on them if they actually could make a big 100-watt amp and, you know, sponsor me, you know, but that will never happen. Laney amps and Roland also. Roland, I've used Rolands before. I would love to play on a Roland like Jazz Courts or something, but Rolands are actually one of the few like amps I can probably go for. Line 6, I say clear away. Laney. Like, Laney amps are actually one of the few like I actually could go for too. And Selmer is one of the few amps too, but they're getting rare by the day. It's Sud, you know, this was like one of the few amps where you could literally just play bass and guitar at the same amps. They were like super economically viable, you know. But they're getting super rare. I would love to play on a Selmer and just like play on, but they're getting super duper rare. I wish Selmer would have been like bought by Fender or something, so you can actually, you know, play on these I would love to play on a Selmer. I guess Sub-Zero amp. I could go for one if they made something good. And same with gear for music, as I told you. Like this, you know, kinda. But yeah, the thing about orange amps is that you get a very nice vintage bright tone. You get that 60s warmth, which I really love. It's kind of like everything that Vox couldn't do or just didn't bother to do. Orange made it, and they made it very, very good. So you know, Orange actually, if you really want a Vox, buy yourself an Orange is what I would say. Fender amps are great, but you know, they're your average run-of-the-mill. Very good, very just fine, but you won't get any credit for it. It's like expectable at this point, but they're nice. It's like what everyone expects you to have. And Black Stars are kind of the underdog. I would definitely go for a Black Star if that was the case. I'm watching the World Cup right now on my phone. I don't know if it was better because this microphone can capture the audio, and that's the problem. But I don't want to get banned because like the insane copyright issues that this has, you know. Gutta, kan dere slutte å prate så mye? Det er ikke noe løye. Det blir som en skise. So like one thing synonymous with Norwegians is that like Norwegians get very like they have that sort of early phase before they went discovered. Some of them like will do that cringy stuff and just like drown themselves in privacy, but the people who actually keep moving forward are the funniest things when you can, because when you see their earlier material that they didn't delete because they think it was cringe, but like let's stay there as a, you know, historical archive, it is actually one of the most cutest and most, you know, funniest and like actually just like enjoyable things, because you actually see someone before they went famous. Because a lot of people will start burning their entire discographies and burning their entire demos and everything, start on fresh pages, as they say, and you know, they don't understand that it's their genetic blueprint that does all of that regardless. They can't just redefine themselves in one summer, okay? It's better just to keep it as an ever-going progress of life, okay? Don't think you're like in just rediscover yourself. That's absolutely stupid. Because I tend to disagree with people who just start drowning themselves in privacy and just never get anything done with their lives, and that is literally one of the biggest fears of my life. And my advice to that is to look forward to your family. Don't, like, everybody can't be the main character. I know that we need background characters and like, you know, but like the thing is that nobody really is that anymore. Like, everybody sort of is their own main character. After COVID, everybody sort of became way more like more than what they life could ever imagine, because that isolation in the lockdowns made people realize how finite, you know, life is, and the Fahrenheit of literal temperature we had back then, you know, emotionally was crazy. So people just became way more self-aware, and they went to the mobile phones. The smartphones made people way more self-aware, to the point where literally everybody is no longer just a background character, but everybody literally is so self-aware and depressed that it's actually crazy as a generation of people. Maybe I should just take the dongle from my phone to the other thing while I'm watching, because the dongle literally just gives me the audio, so I can just hear it and experience it. I have put a little bit of cash into the sports, but in my country you can't bet your entire savings on it, or like everything to one probability. They make it so extremely complex to the point where you cannot put a single fucking penny into the sports, because it's just that they can't have it like the chances be 2 to 1 or something like that, or you know. So that's just because it's just makes gambling way easier, and Polymarket literally has made sports literally what everybody wanted gambling to be in the first place. Oh, I am seeing it right now. I need to get my yeah, I need to get my audio. No. It's 7 minutes. Seven minutes. Ja, man får... Frogner, da. Anne med de 1000 hjem. Elsker det å tenke. It's I'm watching the national TV. I cannot broadcast it for you guys. I'm very sorry that I can't. It's just because of copyright. If I do is I'll get sued to oblivion and lose my fucking, you know, I can't. I'm sorry, essentially. So you just have to see me, and like you can edit this into your own little like Like, but FIFA and the 2020's copyright system is a completely different system now. You will get claimed, and everything will go to shell, you know, immediately. Save our noble king, God save our king. Bruh, 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 bruh. I like his eyes. Now it's king. It's no longer Queen Elizabeth, so it's a little bit of a different world, but it's actually one of the most flexible national albums because it changes every quarter decade. Feel to leave comments down below. I'm here, I exist, I'm a human. How are you? Yeah. Jag sänker kroppens sakon. Sänker över på vad jag gör. Det er en legendarisk fotballkamp, fordi vi kommer kanskje til å vinne. Det er mange som har satset pengene sine på dette her, huslånet sitt. Their entire house loan is being put into gambling websites. People actually gamble their money. That's the reason why people smash their... That's the reason why people smash their computers and their TVs and stuff. Like, the main reason why they smash their TVs and their chairs and the sofas and you know, everything is because they literally bet money into this sort of stuff, unironically. So the reason why Americans get so pissed off for the Red Hawks for losing is because money. They literally betted probably their entire work, you know, salary of 3 months or whatever, and now they're broke and they can't pay their debts, you know, stupid shit like that, ironically. But I'm not watching NRK, which is our national tax-paid funded BBC type channel. But it's actually really good, unironically. It's our sort of our national TV, which I'm really happy that we still have, honestly. It's one of the few things that are still, like, actually, which I'm proud of, that we still have. When I was depressed in 2025, really with hearing loss, the only thing I would watch was the TV and being bedridden. So I found a really nice solitude about that. So yeah, in a couple of minutes there'll be the World Cup. Whoa, England against Norway. The reason why Norwegians are like super shy is because of, you know, and super strict. It's because there is like a huge shaming culture. It's a very Yeah, it's a huge shaming culture, and people tend to drown themselves in privacy because it's like they think they're socially worth less than others. It's, you know, it's a really bad system here. We're still kind of stuck in that sort of weird system, unironically. The reason why people like look up to American influencers and all this stuff is because the privacy laws are really flexible and stuff. They want the sort of luxury of remaining anonymous, but they people want to sometimes. What? World Cup. World Cup. Wait, okay, so I can't actually see this, so they don't have a license for it. Let me take a look downstairs. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. There wasn't any. It's not on the official government TV because they didn't have the license for it. That's a shame. So I cannot actually do my live reaction. That's sad. But I'm going to do it afterwards. That's crazy. I'm sorry, but it's in the private news channel, and I don't have a license for it on my phone, but my mom has, and it's downstairs on the TV. So, we'll be back soon. Soon. Blah, blah. Back. Okay. So, yeah, watch your TVs. Don't look to me. 1-1. 1-1. Are you joking me? 1-1. That's fair, I guess. I thought I was going to like crank up my guitar amp and smash my black Strat if we fucking lost, like, or we got like 2-0. I would actually just grab my guitar and smash it, like, live. That would be such a reaction. But I'm not that BPD to actually do that. That would be genuinely fucking insane. But that would be so fucking funny. But like, people would question if I'm like mentally ill if I actually smashed my guitar due to a fucking soccer game. So yeah, I wouldn't do that. But like, imagine if you lost like 3-0 and you would like smash your guitar over it. In rage, you know. But I wouldn't do it. It's a little bit more royal blue we have. We did really good. We like had like our chance to do it like 3 times in a row. We had like, we sat in a corner and we lost our chance. Like we could have literally taken them, like we could have done it too. But you just don't, like, Holland is just like literally so nervous right now. It's crazy. And Osland, or the fucking, you know, Orland, the guy literally just like, he was so unlucky. It was like mere centimeters. That was like genuinely insane. It was like mere centimeters, and you know, mere centimeters. Well, yeah. I have to go there because I literally can't watch it while being here with my family. I don't think you can watch THU at my phone for free because that's private media. You have to pay yourself, and I don't think it's on BBC. They are tightly controlled media, you know, because it's money involved. That's crazy. I don't know if you can sign into the government media, that but we were so fucking close at doing like a 2-0. Like literally, like before the pause, we were like literally could have done it 3 times if we did it. But Holland needs to get us, like, Holland needs to go right into the match, because he's barely tapping his feet into water. The Englishmen know exactly to corner Holland and make him as nervous as possible. But the English literally are fighting for winning this match. Now it's actually looking very, 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 very risky. That's it. I'll just watch the rest of the stuff. That was clearly foul. Clearly foul. Holland, what did you do? What did that guy say to you to make you want to push him to the ground and break his fucking back? Like, what in God's name did he say to you to make you so pissed off that right before he started kicking that ball, we were so close to winning, but you got into a little argument. You needed to stroke your ego by pushing that guy down the ground. Anderson, you know, down the ground, and that's crazy, honestly. And like, what did he say? That's clear foul play. You know, it's like, oh yeah, we scored 2-1, 2-1. So what's going on? 1-1? What? It's like, yeah, Holland like pushed the guy, like Anderson. He fucking broke his back. Like, no, he didn't break his back, but he didn't do that. But you know, clearly that was foul play. Like, I don't know what the fuck Holland was doing there. Like, that was so rude. That was absolutely unnecessary. That was so rude, dude. We were so close to winning. If we didn't do that little bitty argument, now we actually are at a very, very, like, now we're at a very bad tie, or we are at a very, very bad chance of winning now, thanks to, you know, that all that promotion. Holland's great, and then he just pushes the guy, gets a foul play, and we lose literally 2-1 for like a little tiny argument. That's absolutely crazy. I'm just sitting here drinking tea and watching these things with my parents and stuff. That's crazy. Yeah, it's gonna go either 2 ways or 3 ways if we're really lazy. But yeah, this is actually really bad. The Norwegians are stressed as shit now. We're stressed as hell. Yeah, we might win. We might kick a ball into the soccer field. We had our chance a little bit in the beginning, but nothing came out of it. So I think Nusa might score, or the Brits might score at least once. But hey, might be 2-3, might be 1-2. That's crazy. Imagine how many people are betting their literal money into this stuff. Like, people are literally putting their fucking 2-month, you know, salary on this stuff, or, you know, their house rent, you know, doubling their rent or whatever, you know. So it is 2 or, you know, free chance of free, and yeah, this is crazy. This is getting crazy. Clear foul play by Holland. Yeah, I wouldn't expect that. I guess it was stressed out, or like egos got stroked. But what did he say to that guy to make him so pissed off? That's crazy. Okay, let's play some DBD. So let's play some DBD. I don't want to talk about it. So let's match locked for 14 minutes. Temporarily banned from matchmaking. Oh wow. Banned. Yeah. Fuck. Well, we fucking lost. We lost. Everyone's fucking pissed. Everyone here is just super pissed off and drunk. It's absolutely crazy now. Fuck. What is this CSGO? I don't want to play CSGO. This is counter. God fucking damn it. I'm sorry for swearing. Yeah, that was so fucking. That was so. We were so close. We were leading, and then we lost it, and then fucking we were just tossing the ball, getting tired. You know, time was running out. That's England scored, and we lost. Yeah, fuck. Well, that's crazy. That was. I'm never going into sports again. We're never going into sports again. All that marketing, campaigning, and everything like that, we fucking lost. Holland and like, what the fuck, you know? It was like there was no energy. The you know, like the keeper, you know, Auslander, or Ösen. What was the fucking... He was just like sitting there. You know, Øystein, I think his name is, or something like that. He basically, yeah, that was so crazy. We were so close, and you know, he was just getting cornered. There was not that like cocaine energy like it was like with France. No, it wasn't with France. That was with Brazil. That cocaine energy we had back in France, back in Brazil, we were just like, you know, he was absolutely smashing it. He made sure that we were, you know, getting our, you know, keeps, and Holland delivered promisely, but Holland was getting cornered and nervous. Time was running out, and the Englishmen, they played us like a fiddle. That was crazy. I was so hyped up. I'm never getting hyped up for sports again. That is crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. Well, there's nothing we can do. We lost. And we lost very unfairly, but that's how life goes. That was just acting. That was literally just me acting. That wasn't actually my pure that wasn't my rage. That was just like literally acting. I'm fine about it. I didn't care that much about it to begin with. But, you know, I wasn't that invested, but I definitely wanted to, you know, start sports, you know, let's sort of like that, get into sports, and, you know, bang, you know, and we get like absolutely, you know, you're working with you're working with one of the biggest football nations that has like not won a World Cup in decades, like since 1960 or like 1950s or whatever, like 60 years ago. So, you know, now England is leading. They're going to play against either, I think it's Argentina or something like that. And, I think England will, like, I knew England, like, had a really high chance of winning. I wasn't, like, saying, like, we were going to not lose, but, like, there was, like, England was like a juggernaut sometimes, but like with Norway, you know, you have to keep that national pride going, and you know, everyone kept themselves awake. Imagine all the Norwegians now that are super pissed that lost their money, that has like absolutely lost money in this. Everybody has lost money in this shit, you know, either by drinking money or odds or bets or whatever. People's, you know, I don't know. But, yeah, this is going to be this is a national tragedy forever, you know. Yeah, I'm going to just play some CS. I need to get my earbuds. That was just fucking stupid. I was acting, okay? I wasn't, like, genuinely pissed off. I grabbed those pins and I grabbed that hat and made a whole show out of it on purpose to just, like, grab people's attention. I'm completely sober, by the way, not a drop of alcohol or anything. Listen, acting. That wasn't actually. Yeah, well. No, it was just acting. Yeah, now you Englishmen are having their pints, they're celebrating. Yeah. I hope you're happy. We are definitely not happy. This is going to be like a national sorrow on Monday. Everyone on Monday are going to be a very quiet mood, and everyone's going to be very, 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 very sad. I'm going to play one wingman before I go to bed, but this is just terrible. Like, let me see on Twitter what's going on. Holland's reaction after the goal was disallowed. Yeah, Holland was like, he scored once. We had that twink, Schrödinger or something. And he scored. You know, the guy you least expect to score, he scored. And Holland scored once, but it was like literally foul play. And he lost it. And, you know, Holland is going to absolutely... Yeah, there's going to be just like I knew exactly after that fucking foul play happened we were going to lose. The Englishmen already had enough, you know, pride and drive to basically immediately go after a 2-1, and that's exactly what happened. Yeah. Mick Jagger was there. That is crazy. If Holland didn't kick that guy in the beginning, we would have won. I'm not even, like, I'm just miserable. The mood is just a quiet feeling of dead hope. Yeah. Well, it's a good day for the UK. But I wasn't really particularly bothered the match.
Do
I just
something
literally.
fucking orange.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No problemo.
Yeah, I'm just. Norway lost the World Cup. Oh fuck. He can hear me. He's gonna shoot me. Okay. I'm going to just sit here and wait. This is a unique map. Well, that was a huge nothing
Nice
burger.
try.
Terrorists win. We are doing this. We must defeat them.
Yeah, everyone on my Snapchat is just completely pissed off. Like more, there's people that definitely lost money on this. I gained a decent sum. Yep.
I'm in position. We must move.
I could have thrown a Molotov there or something like that, but yeah.
Terrorists win. I fear no man.
I can't play the OOP really great, but yeah.
We will make them.
The reason why Azure Speed can literally, you know, stream the World Cup and stuff is because he has like a license. He's not like, if you think Azure Speed doesn't have like a multi-million contract with FIFA and stuff, he literally has ties with them.
I'm throwing a grenade. Terrorists win.
You know, so like there's like multiple layers to this, you know. So if you did the same thing, if you had no connections or like a big what is it called, a big
Let's go.
organization that helped you do this sort of stuff, that knew how to, you know, exactly, you know. is the worst time to be an independent creator. Oh! That was actually really cool. The next guitar jam. Oh shit, there's no guitar jam tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah, there's no. Yeah. But there is no guitar jam tomorrow because there's no guitar videos on Sundays. So this is a Sunday, but it's streaming and stuff. With dual Berettas. I think Switzerland will win. No, they'll never win. Maybe if the money is funneled correctly. I think they're going to do a loop. And they killed their own teammate. Oh! Let him run out of ammo. There we go. Defuse, you idiot. Defuse, come on. Mag 7s and dual Berettas. I never would see that strategy work, but that just means that he's taunting you because he has such, like... If you can't play enough that I do with a Mag 7 and a dual Beretta can just like one-shot you, you need literal... You need to train a little bit better. Tomorrow's gonna be a really just bitter day. It's gonna be a really bitter day. Nobody won't like... Don't get your hopes up, you know. Shit, he's rotating. Rotating. Nope, he's not. Okay. I'm just gonna see him wait how... Did you see that? I'm just going to waste his time on this beautiful green earth. He was gonna waste his time, bro. Brother. Go on, shoot me. We're just taunting them at this point.
Go, go, go. Throwing fire.
They're not. XM is literally just the most OP gun. If you literally want to be Anton Chigurh in CS, you can just buy an XM. It's literally, it's just a like 2-shot kill weapon. Like, it's super easy. It's just like an auto like, it's the easy as hell to use. There we go. Literally just me acting them. Yeah. This has been a really sad day. We lost. It's a sad day today. It's going to be a very bitter Sunday, and it's going to be a miserable Monday when everyone's out, you know, and about, you know, everyone's just going to be really, it's going to be, yeah, that was a make it or break it moment. But yeah, that was so sad. Yeah, I should have done like a live reaction, but I didn't have a TV account, sadly, so you couldn't have seen it. And but yeah, that was sad. That was super sad. Like seeing all that hype get it, you know, and then you know, gone in seconds, you know. Tragedy. It's a real tragedy. I don't know. What can you do, essentially? It's going to be a sad day. Maybe a sad week even. Like the whole national pride. We had such a good feeling this entire summer. Everyone was super happy. Everyone was like chatting. The vibe and the social energy was magical if you were, you know, if you were that time. But now it's just yeah. Well, I don't know what to say, guys. Norway lost. No, it's now it's sadly no ro. Now it's tragedy. Boo boo boo. Wob wob wob. We are, yeah, that's it. Let's see how England does it, you know. I just hope to God that Argentina doesn't win. I really wish Switzerland would win the World Cup, something like that. That's pretty much it. Bye.